Bemidji educators discussed their top legislative priorities with area lawmakers this evening. Jamil Doneth tells us what issues are on the district's agenda and how legislators plan to address them as well as the state's budget.
Kindergarten classrooms are pretty busy.
Bemidji lawmakers and educators band together to outline the district's top legislative priorities Wednesday night.
Those things all, help us and lead toward greater student success later on.
District officials outline their top 4 funding issues, with transportation funding as their #1 priority.
It's fairly logical and rational that public education fund transportation and that the formula for transportation reflect the costs of transportation.
School district officials say that the state's current funding model for transportation is an unfair allocation of dollars because certain school districts are having to pull from classroom funding to pay for transportation, while others, like down in the larger cities in the metropolitan area, are actually making a profit.
I don't know if the best approach is to try to go back to a transportation categorical or to find other mechanisms to pay school districts for transporting kids, but it's got to be looked at.
Continuing all-day, everyday kindergarten, paying back the school funding shift, and giving the district authority to renew operating levies were next in line in the discussion.
If we continue to rely on property taxpayers so much, the time may be now to start thinking about a new way of doing business.
Legislators say while these issues are important, with the state's budget deficit, increasing any kind of funding will be a challenge.
The biggest priority when we get down there will be taking care of that deficit.
However, even in light of the budget crisis, both parties agreed that they will fight to make sure education is a priority. Jamil Doneth, Lakeland News.
Legislators also discussed the option of using existing operating levies to solve property tax increases affecting rural communities.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.